Since the beginning of our partnership with Fessler and Bowman, we have continually been in awe of the way that they show up for their team. Not only is it a great culture to work in, but they promote professional development continuously, and they are always bringing just top-notch professional development opportunities to their team. We couldn't be more proud to select Fessler and Bowman as our 2025 Impact Award winner.
So Fessler and Bowman started as a curb and gutter contractor in Flint, Michigan in 1963. So we've been in business for 61 years. We perform any type of concrete services, great or small. So we are the kings and queens of concrete as far as I'm concerned. And then we perform civil services, and not everybody knows what civil services are.
So essentially, if owners are looking to develop a piece of property, we can come in, do the land development, put all the underground utilities in, the infrastructure to support whatever development's going to be. And then at the end of the day, we can then roll into the foundations, the flat work, and the, more than likely site concrete that supports that facility to hopefully be a one-stop shop for our customers to just make their lives as easy as possible.
But we also have a phenomenal workforce development division, which we started a couple of years ago as a response to the significant labor shortage and the need for more people in our industry. To me, that's a huge benefit of working here, because I want to make sure that I work at a place where I'm giving everyone that is passionate and curious an opportunity to have that curiosity fulfilled. And it shows. It shows in the office, and it shows on our projects in the field.
As far as an employer in Genesee County, I think they're top notch. I mean, I learned about Fessler and Bowman because I drive by their facility every single day. Got to know Andrea and how massive they really are and all the things that they do, especially for the community and youth and trades in general, and how innovative they are. If you actually get to walk in here and see the facility and see the things that they're doing, I mean, it speaks for itself.
When I got this job 2 years ago, people looked at me and they're like, we don't do training here. I mean, we didn't. So to go from that to what we offer now, it's just open doors and opportunities that are just beyond belief. So when I first took my role, I was introduced to GST Michigan Works. Kind of through a visit, they contacted me, said that they knew I was in this role, that they wanted to drop by. And then my supervisor told me about the Going Pro award that he had applied for the previous year, kind of what the application was, when it was due again. And I kind of took a shot at it the next time and was able to work with Cindy and the team from there. And we kind of started developing a relationship, and it's been really just a great benefit for us.
We've helped them out with job postings, promotions. We've done job fairs, career fairs. It's kind of like just a back and forth. Andrea or Crystal or anybody from the Fessler and Bowman team, they'll call us and say, hey, we have this going on and we have this idea, and can you help us out with this? Or I'll call them and say, hey, we have this job fair. Would you guys like to, and they're always like, yeah. Obviously, we want to take part in that because we like, the youth, and we want to teach them anything that we can about the trades, because trades are so important nowadays, especially.
The can't stop, won't stop attitude toward workforce development and industry advocacy, the mobile equipment simulator is like our mic drop for that, right? We are taking a hands-on experience with that kind of video game feel, so this broad, diverse age group can really, really get a feeling of what it's like to operate equipment in the field.
We got to get on the simulator, and I mean, I'm 38 years old, and it really kind of like turned me into a kid again. When I was younger, I didn't know a whole lot about trades. It was, you go to college or you go into the military. That's the way I was always brought up. With anything, it's all about knowledge, right? Knowledge is power. If I send an 18-year-old kid and I say, hey, have you ever heard about Fessler and Bowman? And they're like, well, what's that? Well, they're a huge concrete contractor. Do you know anything about concrete? And they're like, no, I've never really thought about that. And I'll show them a video, how they're finishing these huge 1,000 square foot, projects for concrete. So once you get a kid's mind thinking about something like that, maybe you give them that idea, and then maybe it jumpstarts their career. Maybe the next thing you know, they're working this summer, and then the next summer, whatever. I wish I would have gotten on a simulator when I was 17.
The relationship when it first started between GST Michigan Works and Fessler and Bowman was really just one of, job postings, and as I mentioned, the Going Pro grant. As we started doing more projects together, it approached us summer of 2024 about a summer youth program initiative and pilot program, and we were like, sure, absolutely. Not really knowing exactly what it would entail, and we were able to participate with them in just the most amazing experience with 9 students from the Jobs Corps. We brought them on in the summer for their 8-week work experience, which is part of their Job Corps completion requirements, and one of them, Zachery, is still working here as an apprentice. He's become part of the family here, and he's just a really, really good person.
You just gotta want to do it, you know? If you don't want to do it, you're not gonna make it here.
With this particular experience in general, knowing that these team members in the field came from a background that didn't have a lot of experience, we put them through a little bit more onboarding, extra safety training and kind of field training. So Zach was part of that. And then it's really just on-the-job training.
At first it was a little chaotic, but it just eased out, you know? When I was going to Job Corps, they ended up losing my tools. So Fessler and Bowman, they ended up getting me a new tool bag, tools, and I've learned everything that I'm doing right now here.
He was able to have a couple different foremen that he worked for, and then just, you know, other general laborers, and just kind of learning as you go. It takes several years to get through your apprenticeship, and all that on-the-job training is just really important.
With Zach showing interest in the trade, it's really good, especially being a young guy. He takes initiative to ask the questions of why we're doing this, going into more in-depth answering on my part of explaining, you know, why we set forms this way, why we grade the floor this way, and actually explain to him what we are doing so he has a better knowledge of the task being asked.
I just want to move up through the company, you know? It's done a lot for me, and I want to do a lot for it, so.
Zach's journey throughout this past summer and throughout this last season, from start to finish, and then when he graduated and he became a full-time apprentice here at Fessler and Bowman, I mean, it really does speak volumes. And I see like just crazy potential, and I just would like to continue that relationship and just keep on building it. And, you know, whatever we can do for Genesee County, for, you know, the younger generation, because they mean so much. And I think of that as my own kids. Maybe one day I'll send my boys here.
The level of support that we have received from GST Michigan Works from the very beginning, they're there every step of the way to help. You know, anytime I have questions, you know, they're so patient. I've just been so grateful for all of their support. As we continue to grow and add team members, which is, we have every intention of doing so, I see us continuing to partner and continue to do great things.
Hi, State Senator John Cherry here. I want to offer my congratulations to Genesee County's own Fessler and Bowman, recipient of the Michigan Works 2025 Impact Award. This is an incredible honor, recognizing the significant contributions they've made to this region for over 60 years, creating many good-paying jobs and leaving an undeniable impact on our local economy. It's no surprise that relentless commitment is one of their core values. It clearly shows, not just in the quality of work they do for their clients, but in the commitment they show to the very people who keep their company going each and every day. Today, Fessler and Bowman is known as one of the top contractors in the industry. Why? Because they know that a company invests in its people, invests in its success. And that's exactly what Fessler and Bowman has done, and in doing so serves as an example for what a strong employer looks like, one that puts its workers first. From entry level to positions at the leadership level, Fessler and Bowman is intentional about fostering talent and paving the way for employees to grow and advance in their careers. Through their hands-on apprenticeships, Fessler and Bowman ensures our workforce has access to unique training opportunities, working with them every step of the way so that Michigan workers have the knowledge and tools, not just to get the job done, but to get it done well. With Michigan facing a shortage of workers in skilled trades, the work they do to get more folks interested and involved in the skilled trades professions is absolutely critical. So I just want to say thanks to the team over at Fessler and Bowman for your commitment and service to our community and for staying true to your strong values. I'm proud you call Senate District 27 home. Congratulations again on this much-deserved award, and keep up the good work.
I'm Representative David Martin. I want to congratulate Fessler and Bowman for winning the Impact Award. Their training facility in Grand Blanc is turning out some great skilled workers that benefit our community and improve our infrastructure. Thanks again to Fessler and Bowman.
Hey everybody, State Representative Jasper Martis here from the 69th District. Just wanted to say a huge congratulations to Fessler and Bowman on their nomination to the 2025 Michigan Works Impact Awards. One of the #1 things that we try to prioritize here in Lansing and back at home is making sure that folks have access to job training, making sure that folks are able to stay in the communities where they grew up, have those opportunities that their parents and grandparents have and earn a decent living. You guys are doing very, very important work. We want to do all that we can to support you at the state level and want to congratulate you on all the work that you've done so far and looking forward to all the things that you're going to succeed in next.